Hi guys, Mike Melvin here. Just wanted to do a quick demo, and I've been doing a few then for the last few hours. Just giving you an update on where we are with Textpert, and hopefully give you an idea of what you can use it for when you start using it. I've had a lot of interest from people in my industry, but more surprisingly so as well, just because we've not gone after that market, is just other companies then that are doing a lot of SMS marketing. At the moment, and Mark's watching on YouTube, so I'm just going to check he's got it. Cool, yeah. So we built this. It's we've called it an intelligent SMS sales funnel on it then. And the easiest way to describe it is something like, if people have got a user an email marketing system already, they've got an autoresponder set up. And obviously you track them, if people click the links or don't click the links in it, and you follow them up accordingly, depending on whether they've taken A action or no action or action A, B, or C, and that's where the intelligence side comes in. Whereas with SMS at the moment, it's great, because most people read the messages. It's something like 98% of messages are read within the first few hours, okay, on and then. And the problem is you don't know who reads them, you don't know how to track them, you don't know how to follow them up. Now, I've looked at tons of systems and that are out there that cover, that do a lot, SMS broadcasts. And basically it just lets you send out the same message to hundreds, thousands, millions. There's companies that send out millions of messages per day. And all I do is just send out, it's basically just spam message, that they'll send out, whether it's an offer or, just try to get contact with people. A lot of restaurants use it, come into the restaurant with the text message and get 10% off, a meal and stuff like that. And that's generally what they're used for. We started using this in our marketing business a few months back. And the one that we were using was just so slow. We had to do it. My camera was just so slow. It was manual. It was costly, really, for what it was. But it was more that is, we were sending out 50 messages per day, which using the system we did was taking over an hour to actually send on it then. But then the next day you got a new 50 leads, and then if you were trying to follow up your previous day 50 leads, your time had just doubled, and that's just sitting there sending out text, whether it was from your phone or using the online system, and then that was available. And it was just so slow, and I couldn't tell who'd opened them, who'd done what with them. And, I could track general numbers, so I could say, okay, I've sent out 100 messages today, and because I used a link shortener, I can tell them that 20 were opened on it then, but I couldn't then find out any more than about who them 20 were on it then. So our system then, Textpert, allows you to individually track each customer, because each customer gets a unique code, okay, on it then. So if they open the link, we know John has opened this video, has opened that link on it then. So I want to send John a different follow-up message to Mark, who's not opened it on it then. And that basically is it. So I'm just going to jump in now and show you how the system then works. I'm just going to share my screen. And here we go. So just straight into a dashboard, and this is just a demo account. So there's still being functions added to the system as we speak on it then. We're using two systems at the moment, and it's just getting them both together on it then now. But this then is a dashboard, and what you'll see. So you'll see when you log in, how many contacts you've got, messages you send, how many people have clicked, and how many funnels you've got. Now I'm not going to go into details on them all. Some of them are obviously pretty self-explanatory. But basically all you'd need to do is you go into your messages and you create a new message. Okay? Again, nothing unique, but you can see this on lots of other systems, but this then is how ours works. So you then, what you want to do, and again with any marketing, you want to try and personalize it. So you want to put in the contact name. So I'm going to go, hi. Obviously it'll take the contact name out of your contact list on it then. and it obviously depends on what you're sending. These are just a few then that I've been working on some of the demos I've done. So we'll just use this one. Here is a video you asked for, and then a link on it then. And then obviously you put the URL you wanted to put in. So I'm just going to put in Google, just an example. And then I'd give that a name and call that then, you know, day one, what they called it, day one test, day one testing. And boom, and that's, you know, simple. Again, that's nothing unique about it there. You then go and create your next message. Now, what I suggest when people are creating these messages is do them separately on a Word document, yeah, and then you can just copy and paste them over, because you want to work through the funnel. And when people join, or when they register for free, and you'll get a marketing booklet on, you know, tips and tricks on what works for SMS on it. Then there'll also be done for you campaigns, which you'll be able to use. And again, similar to maybe some other systems you might have seen, there'll be like share codes. So if John comes up with a great funnel and that works, and he wants to share it with his team, yeah, they don't have to go and rebuild it completely themselves. John will just give them a code, and it'll just copy straight into their own system. So that's the messages, like I say, pretty straightforward how that works. This then is where it gets interesting, where we're going to building a funnel on it. And like I just said, you can, you know, just get a copy code or use our done for you ones. But if you want to build your own, and I recommend you do, yeah, is you know, you want to, you know, have a play with this. So obviously your first one is your initial send, what you send out then to all of the list on it then. So see here, these are just some tests I've done already, but we're just going to go then with, I'm going to use this one just because there's more. So RB1 is day one. Now what I want to do in this instance is I want to track, yeah, whether they click or don't click. Okay, so I'm going to put two actions in there. Cool. And then if they do click, I want to send another message, which will be RB2 yes. And if they don't click, I want to send a different message, which is RB2 no on this one. So there we go. So just a basic funnel on there. You know, and I can then just carry on from here. So I can add. So if they watch, then again, you've got to have, and this works for any business and this. So if you've got to have, you know, a video funnel, whether the company's done it or you do it yourself. Now again, you want to think, obviously being on a mobile, you want to keep this initially short, yeah, because people don't like watching long videos on the mobile, especially if they're not connected to Wi-Fi. So, you know, you want to try and get them, you know, off the little short video, yeah, contacting you either on the phone or back by text message, yeah, on it, or, you know, giving them time later on when they can go and watch a longer video. So just be wary of obviously where your audience is at, really. But again, you're just going in and go, you know, if they click day 2 message, I'm going to give them RB3 yes. And if they didn't click day 2 message, you know, again, it's knowing what your customer is thinking. Why did they watch the first one? Are they not interested now in the second one? On it there, let's move that down. And that's, oh, that is RB3. RB3, no. In fact, I've done that wrong. There we go, this way I should test it. Can clear that. I want to send it from here. So I'm going to add, if they non-click from there, then they get, oh, RB3 no. So you can see there, guys, I say how simple it is to set the funnel up. Say if you've ever built any kind of funnel system before, you see how easy it can be, and you can go on, you know, infinity really on here messages. In the test we've done, we've only ever gone up to like 5 messages, because, you know, again, if people are contacting you back within 5, or, you know, one of the messages later on, if they keep clicking and watching the videos, should be there. Okay, let's get on the phone, let's get on a hangout, get them to watch a webinar, you know, and get them off the text system. It's really is there just to design, to create interest and then get connected with them any other way. But you can see on here, you can also then add like replies. So one of your messages might be, if you want further info, reply info, back. And if that then replies info, then they get the next message then is another automated message. So it really does just, as I say, automates it all. But what this then does do is it segregates your data. Okay, so you might start then with, okay, you sent out 100 messages, 50 might have clicked it. So then you've got 50 half interested people in, whether it's making money online or whatever your offer, then might be. So it's okay, how can you then work them, into your next funnel? And you can do that, once customers then have been inside one funnel, you can transfer them into a different one, if need be. So they're your leads, you manage all this, you manage all your contacts in the background, and you can send them what you want. And that basically is it, guys. Like I say, it's a simple system on there. But when we're launching, I'm just going to stop sharing that now. Just jump back into here. Simple to use, but so effective. Like I say, I've made on the test that we've done, I've made money already out of it. I've had some great click-through rates on it then. I did one yesterday that want the best, but I think then the wording then probably one ideal. So at least you can test things, and then same as anything, find something that works. You can scale it up on it then. But yeah, simple system on it then. There's going to be 3 levels, and to start with, there's like a user level, which will be $20 a month. Okay, we have an affiliate level, which will be $40 a month, but with 50% commission involved on that. And then we're going to have a business level, which won't get launched when we go live. It'll probably take a few more weeks to add some of the functions into that. And what that will give you is it's called Pearls. It's personalized URLs. So again, we'll take the contact name from there. If they then click the link, your message then that's on your landing page will have the person's name in as well on it then. So it'll be really personalized. Text message personalized, landing page is personalized. You just get a higher response rate when things are personalized. So that'll be included in phase 2, which will be the business level on it then, and that'll be from $100 per month. At the moment it works both in the UK and the US, and if it's sent to a UK number, it comes from a UK number, and if it's sent to a US number, it comes from a US number. Don't know if you've ever had calls or messages from abroad before, but they don't get answered just because people think that's going to cost me a lot more than if it was from my own country on it then. So yeah, 2 different systems. Again, as countries get added on, we can add more popular countries, so we've just got to get the numbers in them countries sorted out. But yeah, they'll all be in there then. In the US, say again, it's different laws what apply to the UK, but obviously they have real high spam control rules over there. So we limit each number to just 500 per day on it then. And this is what gets me about some of the other systems. They say, oh, you can send out thousands of messages per day. Now you might be able to, but very quickly you'll have your number blocked. Okay, and then you're knackered then. Right. So I say 500 then is where what we've set per number. Now if you need to send out more than 500 per day, we'll just give you more numbers then on it then. You might have, if you're regular sending out 5,000 messages per day, then we'll assign 10 numbers to your account on it then. We need to speak about it individually, obviously because there's a cost involved, but if it's going to be a regular thing, then we'll probably just cover it, but we won't just do it just for one day. Go and buy your 10 numbers, and then you don't follow them up and use them the next day as well. But to start with, everyone gets 2 numbers regardless of what type of account you've got. These US numbers, so straight away you can send up to 1,000 messages per day without within the rules and regulations, we've been told, without falling into the spam sections then. Okay, so you won't get your number blocked from us then. You still might do, could still happen on it then, but again, these are what we've been testing and just try to push, you know, what can and can't be done with some of them then. So that's how it's going to work. In the UK, there's no restriction on how many texts you can send out, you know, per day. So you just get one number and boom, you can go and, you know, blast away thousands per day on it then. We've also got then like a time system on it. So again, depending on where you are in the world, you know, people don't want to be getting text messages, you know, late at night on it then. So we block, you know, time zones off, just so then, you know, we can see. We're also then testing so we can check whether the numbers are real or not, or if they're a landline. So obviously you don't want to be sending a text message to a landline number. So that then is being, you know, looked at and being added into the system. So yeah, lots of good things really. And I say one test that have been done has been really good. Try to perfect it all the time. This is why I'll hold my hands up. I thought it'd be a lot simpler to bring out than what the developers have actually done. But no, it's coming. We're hoping then in the next 2 to 4 weeks we'll be ready for launch. But just what, you know, yeah, there's people been asking me about it all the time. Just because I hold my hands up, I then probably told people it'd be out a lot sooner than what it is. Then the other cost involved is obviously you send off your SMS messages, which is 3 cents in the US and 2p in the UK on it then. There's no scale like some do on it then. Like I said, we get them at a wholesale cost and we're just pricing everyone. So whether you send 10 a day or 1 million a day, everyone's getting the same price really. So keep them low. Again, there's other providers that have the same cost as us, but I've not seen anyone that do it cheaper. I'll tell a lie. There's a system that says you can send them for free, but basically all it is just an app on your phone and you're sending it from your own phone. You can do that, you know, for free anyway now. You don't need a system. So that's the demo, guys. Like I say, John, I don't know if you want to jump back on and if you've got any questions, or Mark, I know you're watching on YouTube, fire us a message over on Facebook if you've got anything.
No, I threw my questions on the side there, but I guess I wanted to know, so the call to action is not to see a video, but it is to call you or to text you back. Can you send them to your Facebook fan page, or can you connect them with your Twitter or Instagram?
Either. The answer is all of the above. Yeah, you can do that. So you can either, you know, get them to text you back. Your link could be, like I say, to go to a fan page. Your link could be to, again, one thing I'm looking at myself is setting up then like a little call manager. So it's like, okay, you book an appointment to, you know, for you to ring them back.
Yeah.
I know people, you know, like that idea. So there'll be lots of different call to actions that you can offer, and obviously it's what suits you, what suits your provider. But yeah, it could be any of them that you mentioned.
Okay. Thank you.
And then before I then, John, just what do we call about leads? And then it might be yourself, or it might be someone else that you messaged earlier. Because we will provide, obviously not for free, and we will, you know, have then some leads that people can buy in different categories. So whether these are people who are looking at a home-based business, or we've got a lot of data then, this is what we do. There's some other companies who want to target, we were doing one the other day, and want to target, what's it now? Nissan drivers. Okay, so we have a lot of data where we can provide a lot of leads for different businesses. We will provide them, but then how our system works, not reliant on you having to buy our leads. If you want to import your own, then feel free. Obviously, you just got to import in the correct file format, but then that's not a problem.
Okay.
Just 1 sec, mate. There's Mark's just messaged me a question here. Look, spot on, Mike. Will there be a JV page available for launch? Will it be full on launch or a beta launch? The answer is yes, Mark. It's something I've been looking at the last couple of days, actually. I was looking at a JV model. And again, I'll be honest, I'd seen this other product blog on JV2 at a ridiculous price for what it is, knowing what tech systems are. You know, people are just the basic platform and so on it then. So yeah, definitely something that I'm looking into. So yeah, there will be, again, people who I know, right? And I think John and Mark that are on here now are in my little private group, and where you'll get this info. You'll be the ones who get first on it then. And whether we decide to go with like just an exclusive launch, but for a select few to start with, or we open it up, not been finalised yet. I am leaning towards going with the select few on it then, and that's part of what we're doing now. The testing is ramping up, getting like a million messages a day out from our system to make sure then that our system can handle that. And we want to probably give them like 10, 15 people to start with. So hopefully that's answered your question, Mark. Yeah, I know it's delayed on YouTube, so you're probably not even watched up to now. But yeah, guys, if you've got any other questions, let's say just fire me a message. You'll be on the list of people first to know who gets it first. Any other updates, you just suggest. Cheers. Any other updates we get, we'll be doing another webinar, or I'll post it in the group. So, anything else, John? Can we finish it now?
No, I'm fine. Thank you. Thanks for your help.
No problems, mate. I'll speak to you soon.
All right.
Cheers, everyone. Bye now. Oh, before I finish then, if you want to join the group, if you search on Facebook, it's Textpert Net.
Okay.
Or if you want to then look at the landing page on it, then it's www.textpert.net. Cheers, guys. Bye now.
Thanks. Bye.